runs into the road and is killed by a car. After this horrible tragedy, Annabelle's parents were heartbroken and devoted themselves to finding any kind of otherworldly power that would let them be with their daughter again, no matter if good or evil. Hoping for the best, they gave a spirit permission to inhabit the doll, and soon after would see fleeting glimpses of their daughter around the house. Initially filled with joy for seeing Annabelle back in any form, they eventually came to realize that whatever they were seeing was not actually their daughter. Essentially, an evil spirit took advantage of the Mullins' grief and tricked them into giving it permission to possess the doll. It uses the form of the deceased Annabelle, but is actually a demon, though it does maintain some of the child's behavior and can take her appearance. The doll is only a conduit for the evil, a temporary corporal home for it, and what it really is after is a human host. One day it came for Esther's soul, tearing out her eye and crippling her permanently. Sam reached out to the church for help and was able to save Esther, but the evil was still attached to the doll. In order to prevent it from harming anyone else, two priests sealed the doll inside their daughter's bedroom closet and covered the walls with scripture. And it was here that the demon sat dormant for 12 years. That is, until the Mullins family opened their home to a wayward school of orphans in a way to serve as penance for bringing the demon into our world. Unfortunately, they actually are giving the demon access to exactly what it wanted the most, a human host, which in this case is the polio-stricken Janice. Of course, Sam forbids anyone from entering his daughter's bedroom where the doll is housed, but even though the doll is sealed away, the girls and Sister Charlotte each have strange supernatural experiences while alone. It appears that even though the demon's power is weakened, at night it becomes powerful enough to reach out in some capacity to the girls. One night, Janice is lured into Annabelle's room by a hide-and-seek note under the door. After discovering the closet key in a dollhouse, Janice opens the door, finding the doll, and inadvertently setting the demon free in the process. After this, the supernatural occurrences at the farmhouse become much more prevalent, with the spirit terrorizing each girl, but it mainly stays focused on Janice. And we see that the demon is very straightforward with what it's after when Janice encounters it in the form of Annabelle Mullins. Annabelle is standing at the window, and when Janice asks what she wants, it turns to face her with a demonic face, declaring it wants her soul. It is able to claim her, vomiting black ectoplasm into her mouth, and as a result, Janice is possessed with the demon, which has finally gotten that human host it was after. Nice work, buddy. The other girls reveal to Sam about finding the doll and that Janice said she had seen Annabelle. Sam is confused, saying it's impossible they found the doll as it's been sealed away. Inside, Sam comes across another hide-and-seek note as well as the doll seated in the dining room. Janice appears, turning into the demon, confirming that it is indeed the same spirit that possesses her as did the doll. Sam holds up a crucifix to her, but Janice supernaturally breaks Sam's fingers, bending them grotesquely back from the crucifix, then killing him. Esther is also killed, discovered by the girls torn in half with her upper torso nailed to a wall. Unfortunately, it looks like rather than the penance they hope to achieve, they learn the hard way that it's never a good idea to meddle with the forces of darkness. In the finale, Janice comes after her best friend Linda, who tries to escape in a dumbwaiter, leading to some intense encounters. Again, seeing at one moment the demon's more monstrous creature form. Linda makes it back to the closet where the doll was first discovered, hiding inside. Sister Charlotte confronts Janice and is able to rescue Linda, trapping Janice and the doll back in the closet. The girls make it outside, regrouping with the others, and at least back in the closet, Annabelle has been stopped from causing supernatural mayhem for the moment. Later, the police arrive at the farmhouse, opening the closet door that held Annabelle and Janice. The doll is still there, but Janice has escaped, tearing a hole into the closet wall. Father Massey declares that the doll is no longer a threat, as it is only a vessel for the evil. But Janice is still possessed by the evil, and we next see Janice, now going by Annabelle, at an orphanage where she is adopted by Pete and Sharon Higgins. Via family portraits, we see Janice, aka Annabelle, grow older, now an adult. 12 years after the farmhouse, the final sequence ties the story directly into the events of the first film. In Santa Monica in 1969, couple John and Mia Form are expecting their first child, and John presents Mia with a gift, the Annabelle doll. Later, next door to Mia and John, the adult Annabelle breaks into her parents' house with her cult leader boyfriend, murdering them both. Obviously, the evil is still within Janice/Annabelle, and she has grown up to be a part of the satanic cult, the Disciples of the Lamb, that practice in devil worship. Mia hears Sharon screams next door and sends her husband John over to the house to investigate. While he's there, Mia phones the police and is attacked by Annabelle and her boyfriend holding the doll. John and the police arrive and kill her boyfriend, while while Annabelle slits her own throat. A drop of her blood falls on the face of the doll, and that is enough for the demon that possessed Annabelle to return to the doll, leading to the events of the first film. Annabelle the demon is stopped once more, but the final scene shows another child purchasing the doll at a store, implying that things are far from over. We know that eventually the doll ends up in the possession of Ed and Lorraine Warren, demonologists and leads of the Conjuring films. They have the doll to this day, keeping it housed in a glass case at the Warrens Museum, where it is blessed by a priest twice a month to keep the evil at bay. While the doll is still inhabited by the demon, it at least is in a place now where it is incapable of spreading any more of its evil. And that's the end of Annabelle's story through the Conjuring series so far, but the post-credit scene sets us up for the next chapter in the ever-expanding Conjuring universe. We see an on-screen title informing us that we're in Romania in 1945. In a church, the nun demon Valak levitates down the aisle, extinguishing candles as it passes them by. We see its haunting face as it flies directly towards the camera, and that's the end of the scene, setting us up for the upcoming The Nun spin-off film. We know that eventually Valak is dispatched by the Warrens in The Conjuring 2, but that doesn't occur until 1977. As the post-credit scene takes place in 1945, I believe this is the time period that the Nun film will take place and show us the nun's origin story occurring at this remote church in Romania, the same that Sister Charlotte was once a part of. But no doubt we will learn more about the specifics once we get closer to its scheduled 2018 release date. But when it comes to Annabelle, I think the big lesson here is to make absolutely sure that any possessed dolls are kept locked up no matter what. It's only when they get out that they can be all evil and stuff. That's why I always keep my possessed puppet Frankabelle locked up in the closet. Oh crap. What the? Always with these crayon notes. Sick of this. Coming for you, Frank. Oh, Frank, there you are. Get back in the closet. There's all these orphans I'm concerned about. Their safety. You understand. No. What do you want? Tacos! Oh no, not my soul! Wait, did you say tacos?
Yeah, man, I've been in the closet for 12 years. I'm starving! Tacos, 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 tacos.
Now that's what I'm tacoing about. Oh, we have fun, don't we, Frank?
Oh, I can't believe it's so funny!
That'll do it for this Ending Explained and looking at the connections to the Conjuring series as seen in Annabelle.